Second is that we need to keep our kids safe in a whole variety of ways, from womb all the way to the streets, through schools. And the third plank is that we need to get rid of waste, fraud, and bureaucracy in county government. So those are the three major planks in my position. And let me just talk briefly about the first. So in Orange County, for the past 10 years at least, we've been dead last out of the 50 major metropolitan areas in terms of average net income. What that means is that people are struggling, and we haven't had a change. We've had recycled politicians come in, and nothing has changed. And that has to change. So we have a policy and a plan, and not only a policy, a plan to bring in many high-tech jobs, leveraging my network and focusing particularly on space tech, simulation, and high-tech manufacturing.
Well, I grew up in this area. I grew up here. So after get out from college, I went to work for different places, different area. I traveled a lot, and then when I came back here to Thailand, right here in Pine Hill, and I haven't seen anything change since that I live here, grew up here, and then travel different places. And I come back, nothing has been changed. And in the past 15 years that I come back and forth to visit my family here, my parents, they live here in the area, and I haven't seen anything change until recently. I say, wait a minute, I'm moving back to Orlando, and I'm moving back where I raised up. And I want to change, I want to do something for the community, because the community does not change since that I came to the US, and until now, everything is almost pretty much the same, and this is really bad. The same has been bad because there's no new business coming out really, and all the building out there is still the same building. They don't have any renovation, any construction work, or the street is still terrible condition. There's so many paths on the road when I came here to this church too. So my goal is economic is the #1 thing for this district right here, especially Pine Hill, as we are in today. Economic is the key for everything in this area, but in order to improve the economic, we have so much things to do. So that's why I have a platform style with 3 things that I have to do or pass on the bill. Is the first thing is have to rezone the district, because it's allow people to change the property so they can build a business on it, because Pine Hill is an opportunity road, but nothing has been done in the past 40 years. It's so bad, so sad. And Silver Star is another street right here. It's an opportunity, great opportunity. This can be $1 million, but nobody cares. People don't come here for the business. So we have to rezone it, and then that is how you kick in the economic. And then the second policy that I want, the second bill that I want to pass out is the Education Act. Because the education is very important for this area, because there are so many, from what I know from my research, there's so many people who drop out of high school, and there are many immigrants in the area too, and they don't have an opportunity to learn or to understand the basics, fundamental of doing a business, or basic stuff to operate a business, or to be a lead or manager. So, and then especially the technical stuff. So that's why I want to pass a bill that turn the high school to be turn the high school to be a nighttime school. So people or students or children who drop out from high school, or family that want to have a different career, they can start class. They can start to take class, and then they can learn to understand more about business and work and operate manager, including AI, HVAC, electrical, plumber, things like that. And they can go on with trade school because they need the prerequisites for the trade school. So high school is there in the area and they don't do anything at night. So I want to turn it to be a night school. The third bill that I want to pass is a small business credit tax act. This will help small business to stay in the business for a while because in fact I know that anyone who wants to start a business, they know what to do and they do all the calculation, they save the money up, they know what they need to operate a business. But one thing that they don't put it into the business plan is the tax. So employment tax is what killing a small business. Because when I start a small business, I put everything together, but I did not put the employment tax together. So when a business is, when you first open any business, there's people come and try to support you, or they try to try it out or whatever. But then you have a downtime. But the downtime you have to have the employees too. And the employees is you have to pay the percentage of state tax for employees. So that will give employees, employer a challenge to do the payroll. So that's why I want to pass the bill to support a small business for child care. So that's the three things that I wanted to do for the District 40.
Okay, thank you, Twan. Well, this first question is for you. The question is, how are we going to control the crime for new business investments here in District 40?
I'm sorry, can you?
How will we control the crime here in District 40 in order to invest in small businesses here?
See, crime in this area is the number one thing before we grow the business. But the businesses will keep the crime low too. Because if you don't have any business, people won't have anything to do. So that's create crime. That's create crime. So in order to make it happen, that's why my first bill passed the bill for rezone is very important because that will get people ready to invest into the area and people prepare to change all the property that they have right now and then give them opportunity for the investor, local investor or people who want to invest into the area, make things happen. So that in order to control the crime low, we have to have a good economic and we have to have a good education system. So my very first, my